Devil Doll, and I'm here with Victoria Vengeance, one of the present-day queens of burlesque, and she just killed it on stage with her little sexy saloon, Jack Daniels, glitter all over her body. It was totally awesome. Rhinestone guns, which are a staple and a favorite. But what inspired you to start doing burlesque? You're so very good at it.
Oh, gee, thanks. Actually, what inspired me was horror movies, actually, from the 1950s. It's kind of where my start came from. I wanted to actually create a character that was similar to, you know, Elvira or Vampira, and thought burlesque would be a good platform to introduce myself to the world.
It is a great platform for you. So I've seen you perform a lot with rock and roll bands, which is something that not a lot of burlesque performers can really say. And here at Rebel Music TV, we really focus on music and the bands. And you seem to really, really fit in with a lot of the live music shows, psychobilly, rock and roll, grease rock. Is there a reason why? Do you prefer that kind of a venue?
I think I have a really strong passion for music. I love everything from folk music to opera to hardcore to punk rock, and I think that something that really inspires me with burlesque is music, and I'm not a good singer or guitar player, so I kind of use burlesque to, you know, I feel the music, and I think it, you know, it just works. This is the platform that works for me, and with the bands, it just seems to be the right combination. So, yeah.
Oh, sure, man. And with what's happening in the burlesque scene today, what do you think is fabulous? Where do you think the fabulous moments are? Things that inspire you in present day, or perhaps your peers?
What inspires me now is actually a lot of the girls that have been doing it for a really long time, that they've stuck through it through the really tough times, and what we're going through now with the scene just being it's overwhelming with how many people are performing now. And I think what inspires me now is the girls that continue to do it even though it's so watered down and there's just so much. That's what inspires me now, is the commitment.
Anybody in particular?
Kittenville's a huge inspiration. Satan's Angel's a huge inspiration.
Oh my God.
There's so many girls. A lot of girls in New York, but yeah, a lot of girls that have been doing it for a really long time.
Cool. Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to ask you about was, you seem to kind of take a darker edge to your performance. You always kind of take I know that you're inspired by the horror movies and that kind of a thing, and sometimes you'll do something a little bit more user-friendly, you know, like what you did tonight. But I've seen you do the most amazing, totally dark, almost gothic horror, you know, punk almost kind of stuff. Like where does that come from? Is that a favorite avenue for you?
You know, it's not, because my interests are so all over the place. I love so many different things that it kind of seems to go that way. I don't know if it's the hair that makes me look a little darker, or if it's the eyebrows, but you know, I think I just happen to keep falling into that category of goth or horror. But I really love classic burlesque just as much as I do horror, and you know, I don't know.
Out of the old school greats, who is your favorite?
Old school greats, oh gosh, it's Satan's Angel.
The queen of the fire tassels.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's so wonderful.
Such a rad chick.
Oh, she's a broad. She's like an old school broad. She is just like, oh, true to the tooth and nail, man. She is no joke. But thank you so much for I mean, your performance was awesome, and thank you for bringing that rock and roll element to the world of burlesque. We absolutely adore you. You have a ton of fans. And if people want to keep tabs on you, where do they go?
Just go to victoriavengeance.com.
And you're on MySpace and Facebook, right?
Absolutely.
Check her out there. Send phone numbers and panties.
Please.
Meow, meow.
Do I have to say meow?